Savio, a big clarification has come. Something which you had a role to play. So I'll give you the first chance to talk to us. He's saying that he got misrepresented. It was not the interpretation, it is not what he said.
Okay, Karthike, let me put it out as I did about nearly 27 days ago. The first aspect of what I put was his speech in Maryland on September 2nd. On September 2nd, when he spoke to the community, he spoke about the reunification of the KUKI tribes under India. And I completely agree, that's what he said. 48 hours later, in Indianapolis on September 4th, that same thing changes to talking about reunification of the KUKI in Myanmar, Bangladesh, and in parts of Northeast India under a government which is completely obscure, because he talks about being forced to exist in 3 different countries under 3 different governments and talk about nationhood. So for the last 27 days on social media, which is X, I have been asking him to clarify the difference between both his speeches. Because in one, you're talking about the unification under India, which to a certain extent I can understand, I can rationalize. In the next, and if you look at the video recordings of the speeches in Indianapolis, he's personally talking about not forming, having enmity with these 3 nations, which is India, Bangladesh, and Myanmar. Now, why is this a question, and why should he clarify whether he is talking about the reunification under India, and why was it changed on September 4th? Because he is a sitting chief minister of a state in India, which is Mizoram. What he was doing, whether he did it intently or whether he did not do it intently, was sowing the seeds of a separatist agenda. And right now, in the conflict that is happening in Manipur, which there is a clear separation of ideology, of an intent for demographic separation, there is a separation in the minds of the people. And while he is talking about reunification under India, which can be reasoned, any chief minister going to a foreign country, speaking to the KUKI who are American citizens and not Indian citizens, is talking about being forced to be under India, which was one of the government, the 3 governments he refers to, and talks about nationhood. What is a person supposed to make out right now or to interpret when there is no clarification coming clearly from him on both the speeches? In fact, even the media is not asking him what is the difference between both the speeches, because they are only concentrating on the damage control and pushing forward the September 2nd speech. But both these documents are available on the Mizoram department website. So it was made public and it's clear for people. It is not something that has come out from the fragment of my imagination. So why this duality in stand? Come out and say that, yes, I am for India. I'm a chief minister of a state in India. Yes, we are looking at the KUKI reunification.
I think, Savio, sorry, I'm interrupting you. In today's interview, these are the excerpts which I'm running on the right-hand side. He has clarified that when he talks about reunification, he has spoken in context of Mizoram only. He has spoken in context of Akhand Bharat. So he has reiterated certain points. He's spoken about his interaction with Indira Gandhi, his commitment to nationalism and nationhood. So in a way, he's clearing the record. But there is another part of it, because since you played an important part, there's another context of it, and that's where I want to go right now. And let me join Shanti Kumar Sapam, and then I'll go to Prasanajit Biswas. Mr. Sapam, the relationship between Manipur and Mizoram, the statements that have come, has become antagonistic. The previous Chief Minister had taken a very strong position, and this Chief Minister has also taken a very strong position. If you read the entire interview, he has said, he's used the word liability. Another word I'm not going to use because that's part of the newspaper. I've taken the word liability. I mean to say that this is not a good sign. Mr. Sapam.
Acha. Good evening, all the panelists. Firstly, what I would like to say is that whether it is liability or not liability, it is not to say it. He is also one chief minister, and he must pay due respect to another chief minister. And whether the chief minister of Manipur is liability or not, that time will prove. That will come to know very shortly. Now, as far as since I am from the regiment, from the Assam regiment, I also know Assam regiment Jawans very well. Our job has been to study their character and each and every states. And I also know about Mizoram very well and all the states of the Northeast.